Alright guys, here it is. This is the 69 Bonneville I have for sale. Cleaned it up, got it looking okay here for you so you can get an idea of what you're dealing with. Like I said, overall, the car's definitely a project, don't get me wrong. As you can see, the roof is currently in primer. Originally had a white vinyl top on it. Top was stripped by myself because it was basically coming off and needed to be replaced. So roof stripped and primer. Here's the quarter on the passenger side. As you can see, it's got rust issues here going around the back as well. I believe the inner wheel well was patched at one point in time, but I do have a quarter for this side. It's a half patch panel. It starts probably right around here somewhere, right above the molding. Doesn't go all the way up, does not go up to the lead seam. Like I said, it's only a half patch. Starts about here. That's new in a box, sitting in my garage. I never used it. Moving along, you can see where all the holes are at, where the trim piece is supposed to go to hold the vinyl roof down. I do have all of this trim, probably some extras too. Back of the car looks decent. The rear bumper, chrome on it's actually, and real nice shape. This rubber filler is also in nice shape too. Basically, when I bought the car, the back bumper and the taillights and everything were off, as the guy already started the restoration. I had to put it back together, so I think the back bumper is only held on with a couple bolts. The one thing I do not have is the Bonneville lettering that goes on the deck lid there. Did not get it with the car, did not find it. The lid is pretty straight. Been primed a few spots where there was bare metal to keep it from rusting. The chrome around the taillights is not the greatest. As you can see, this is pot metal and it pits up pretty easily. I do have a couple extra sets of taillights, but last I looked they were all in about the same shape. This is the quarter that was already hung by the previous owner. Actually did a pretty nice job. He was a novice, but he was actually a union sheet metal worker, so he was really good with doing this, to be 100% honest. He did patch a couple areas in the inner fender in the back here. I hope you got enough light to see this. The one patch up there, obviously overspray from the primer. Same thing on this side, roof primed. It's not a great primer. It's like probably like an Ace Hardware with the acetone in it, keep it from rusting. I just wanted to get something on there, just so it wasn't bare metal. He already removed the trim on this side and started sanding. I just went around and any spots he hit with the sander, I just primed to keep them from rusting once again. On this side, the rocker panel's all there. There's actually a giant, like probably 3 or 4 inch ribbed piece of aluminum that covers that. As you can see, it is on the other side of the car still. Bottom of the fender here does have some mud in it. Like I said, I don't know how bad it is. Just to be honest with you, I've never started taking it down. Underside of the car, there's the floorboards. Looks like being decent shape. Inner fenders in the front, in nice shape. I think this car was like Z-barred at one point in time, probably years ago. The hood is okay. It's not super straight, and I don't know if this is going to show up, but there are several dings here and there. Whether it be from hail or things falling on it over the years, I'm not sure. Windshield's good shape, not scratched up, not cracked. I do have all the moldings that go around here in boxes once again. Come back around to the front. The grille is an egg crate design, as you can see. There is some pitting on the inside here. If you could see that, I'm not sure. Here's the giant rubber nose, which has been repaired a few times over the years with, I'm assuming, what is Bondo or plastic filler. Needs to be redone. Underneath, the air dam seems to be in decent shape. It's not all beat up or hanging off. It's all there. One dent right there. There's an underneath shot of the car too. This is what I was talking about. Some of the chrome's peeling off in the corners of the grill here. I guess you can call it the bumper. Where it's starting to strip down to the nickel. There's also some bubbles starting on the hood here, as you can see, and then in the corner. Same with this side, right in this area. These are eventually going to have to be re-chromed if you're going to want to make a show car out of it. Pop the hood real quick. Gotta set the camera down, it's a two-hand job. Okay, here's the under hood. The motor, which is 428. I checked. You can't see in the picture here, but there's a number 4 and a 6 on the head there. And from the research I did, this is a 360 horse motor. There were 370 and 390 horse variants, but this is the least horse production 428. It still moves like a bat out of hell, though, to be honest with you. She goes. Inner fenders are okay. A little bit of rot underneath the battery tray down there. These have, I think, been like Rust-Oleumed at one point in time. I mean, some of this rubs off, but in reality, I think someone took like a Rust-Oleum paintbrush, did the same thing with the steel on the brake booster and the windshield wiper motor there. Lip of the hood is a little nasty. It's not terrible. I can't like push it. I'm pushing it pretty hard with my thumb, and it's not like giving away. But underneath here, I think there has been some patchwork performed in the past. I hope there's not too much glare there. Factory AC car. It is disconnected here. I believe that the clutch still spins free, but quite honestly, I didn't disconnect it. I'm not sure why the previous owner did that. Let's see. Inside bottom of the passenger inner fender, as you can see, some light poking through there. It is going to need some attention down that route. Go back to the driver's front fender. pretty solid, pretty straight. This is the molding I was talking about. The other side is missing. It's a giant aluminum molding that goes on the door and the rocker. I have it. It was just off the car when I bought it. The Bonneville is correct. From my research, they never had a 428 emblem here, only in the grill. So I'm not sure if the previous owner or a previous owner put that there. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there though, only in the grill. Inner fender, the back half is solid. As we come around here, you can see the rot that I was talking about under the hood. I'm really not sure of the condition of the bottom half of the fender here since I never took this molding off, but I mean, for the most part, it's solid. I'm not pushing through it or anything. Back to the passenger door. I'll give you a shot of the car underneath too. Does have dual exhaust on it. From the manifolds back was probably done 10 years ago. Sounds okay. Everything appears to be in okay shape for how old the car is. Here's the door panel on the passenger side. Like I said, it looks presentable, but as you can see, like somebody stitched, I think this is like a vinyl with foam behind it or something, over the existing door panel. Once again, something a previous owner must have done some years ago. Like I said, you can see it up here too. I don't think that's correct. Bottom lip of the door is in real decent shape. Hopefully my camera focuses a little bit better on it. Here's the interior. Front seats. Like I said, pretty sure this was redone some time ago. The pattern is correct because the back seat is original. So they probably either copied the pattern or found an original set or a reproduction set of seat covers. As you can see, they're kind of lumpy in some areas. I don't know if that was due to subpar installation or what. Carpet, good shape. Nothing really screwed up with the carpet. Once again, I'm pretty sure the carpet has been replaced at one point in time. I didn't really get any receipts with the car, so I couldn't tell you when that was done. The dashboard is pretty nice. It says Bonneville there, some classy wood grain. I guess you can call it classy. This is the one issue it had right here. Little crack. It's about 2 inches long on the passenger side. Other than that, the dash is pretty clean. Visors are in nice shape. Probably need to be cleaned up a little bit, but they're there. Headliner, pretty nice. It's all up there. It's not ripped, coming down or anything. Back seats, in okay shape. Could probably use a good scrubbing. Package trays there. Looks presentable. A little warped over the years, probably from sun. The door panels in the rear here, you can see they're not in the greatest shape, but they're still there. Once again, you might be able to scrub them up a little bit. I didn't go too nuts on them. Let's go around to the driver's side. While I'm back here, I'll give you a shot underneath the car. There we go. This window, I don't know if you could tell, but it's no longer on its track. I jammed this piece of cardboard in here just to hold it up, but I do have a spare track with a window on it that goes with the car. Let's see, here's the other side. Back carpet once again is in nice shape. Back seats. This side obviously needs some attention here. The wood grain's coming off, and there are some trim pieces missing, as you can see around the top here. They're not missing. I have them, but once again, for some reason, the A-pillar here too is missing. They're not missing. I have them in my possession. They're just part of the parts pile right now. That's another reason why this seatbelt's hanging down, and that one's put up. Nobody ever touched that side, but somebody took the top trim off of this window opening here. Once again, driver's seat. A little bit of staining. I'm not sure what from, but for the most part, they're in order. Wheel. I know these might be a different material than the I'm not sure if it's a hard plastic or what, but this one doesn't have any cracks or anything. Side of the dash here, driver's side looking that way, once again in pretty nice shape. Factory clock does not work. Gauge cluster here. I do know the gas gauge does not work. There's a factory AM/FM radio in here. It's a Delco. I'm pretty sure it's been unmolested there for the most part. There is a speaker down there on the passenger side. That might be the only speaker in the car. If the other ones are still there, they definitely don't work. But once again, here's the driver's side door panel, and like I said, it was cheesily recovered at one point in time. As you can see, they just kind of seamed it together here and sewed it or whatnot. But other than that, we'll give it a start. With the duals, it's actually pretty quiet. Someone at one point in time put like 2 sets of mufflers on it. The rears, towards the rear, there's glass packs, which I'm assuming they were trying to use to quiet it down some more. Here's the motor. Points distributor, I left it alone. Like I said, for being a car that sat for a long time, I'm really surprised how nice it runs. Because it sat periodically when I've owned it, and it also sat for a few years when the other gentleman I bought it off of owned it. But this thing scoots. I'm not lying. You could probably do 30 and nail the gas, and it'll start obliterating the right rear tire, because it is an open rear end. Alright, there you have it. Hope you guys enjoy it.